Well, guys, how's it going today? So, I can't even get in my damn shop. So, yeah, there's been a lot of rain. A lot of fucking rain. That, down south a ways, probably about, I suppose, 4 hours south of from here anyway, they are in a flood warning. So, that's great. Because that will all eventually work its way over here. So, lots of rain, and don't really need the damn rain. Been trying to get stuff done, but can't do much when it's raining out. So, let's see. I need. And then the last couple of times we've had storms, usually we would have these heavy rains, which in return would bring these freaking windstorms. We've had a lot of high wind and whatnot. It decided to pull my no trespassing sign out. This wasn't in the ground very well anyway, so I don't blame it, but this was just a temporary sign until I get a real one, which I'm going to probably order sometime this winter. I'll get a real steel one and a steel post. So then there's, it won't be able to come out of the ground. I'm trying to get this damn thing out of here. Come on, get over there. Just trying to make some freaking room. There's so much crap in here. So much crap. And I'm gonna have to take the sticker board into the house. Because 6-7Z stickers actually peeling up. It's not staying down for some reason. It's still sticky, but it's not staying down. So I'm gonna have to, I guess, glue it down. Yeah, that's just curling right back up again. So, and then besides that, besides the sign falling out, somehow my other fence that I put up, that was just a temporary one as well. Somehow with the wind whipping it around or something, I mean, I pulled it somewhat tight, but the wind broke it. So that's great. Great. So, just trying to do some spring cleaning, or I should say some fall cleaning, getting ready for winter. Don't exactly like that it's been raining out because it's been slowing me down. You can't exactly get outside and do anything. On the plus side, this rain's been doing a lot of good because my grass is growing, which means that the pastures are growing. So that means the cows are actually getting some real grass, not bales. What are you doing? Yes, I know. Get out of here, kitty. I hear a train. Get out of here. So, I got a cat over here. Fat thing. He's awful fat today. So, I got things to do. I want to start washing stuff, but it's going to be a couple days yet where it's going to be in the high 60s or whatever. So maybe I'll maybe I'll take advantage of that, and maybe I will wash a couple of machines up. Got some metal here. I'm going to keep these because I can use them for a future project. So I got to bring the saw back here and loosen up the chain too. I haven't done that yet either. So of course. Oh, come on. Nothing's playing nice tonight. Get out of here, cat. I don't need you in here. All my saw stuff. I need my saw stuff. Whatever happened to... I'm missing something. It's gone. Check that one too. It's gone. I'm missing a little missing a little piece of it's like a garbage tie kind of thing that's missing. I thought I had it here on the table, but it's gone, I guess. So it should have been here, but I guess it decided to disappear. So but yeah, get out of here, cat. Come on. Good. So come on, you got to get out of here. You're just gonna be on and you're gonna ruin the video. Come on, get. This cat's just being stubborn. So it's been cold and rainy. Come on, get out. You don't play nice. You don't listen at all. Freaking cat. Still got some cleaning up to do though. Get out, damn it. So, if you guys can see, I don't know what you guys can see for clouds. Let's see here. Over there, those clouds are super low. Which probably means rain. But we don't really need it. We don't need it at all. So just get out of here, cat. Don't be coming back in here. So yeah. So I do have a new fan coming from my PC. Plus a couple other things. And I also bought a couple of things that I needed. Hopefully they'll be better than what I used before. So I bought some I didn't buy obviously steel ones this time, but bought some 1-inch wooden dowels, and they're solid. Obviously these are hollow pipe, but hopefully maybe it'll do better for the flags. I want to get the flags up before winter, so hopefully we can get that done. Shouldn't take too much more to. Now I gotta get the new mounts up, which will probably want to take me about 5 minutes. And that cat's just gonna snoop and play and everything. So, but yeah, looks like the sun's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out. I got some leaves I gotta chop again, but I haven't been able to chop for the last couple of days because it's been raining. So, doesn't exactly help my mowing much, but whatever. I don't know how much you can see of those low-hanging clouds, but they are low. Very low. Well, yeah, we've had a lot of rain. And I don't think we've needed it. Not all of it. We could have used a little bit anyway. We needed a little bit. So hopefully doesn't get. Hopefully we don't get more rain, because we don't need it. I don't see why we need it. I'm gonna have to probably mow my lawn before I'll even get to chop leaves. Whatever. And I also did yesterday. Now, if you guys have seen that one video, I don't remember what video it was now though, but where I was talking about trying to see if I could get approved to finance a thing online. I think I made a video on that, but it was probably a few days ago when I did it. And it would have been Monday night. They called real late. They called. And they also sent me a letter, which was kind of stupid. I've got both on the same day, which I don't understand. They sent a letter saying that I had not filled out the form all the way, because you're supposed to fill out on. It's like that thing when you go to the bank and you ask for, you want to take out a loan, you got to fill out that paperwork. It's basically the same thing with them when you do it online. But to them, they claimed that I didn't fill out everything, which I think is bullshit. Okay, so they called my house 5:45. Well, I'm gone. I'm already gone. I went to the farm because me and my grandma were doing shit. We're getting ready for winter. And they called my house. My mom answers it, and this lady says who she is and where she's from and all this crap. And she's like, well, is he here? Which, is me. No, I'm not here. I'm at the farm. So that lady tells her to tell me to call her back the next day within business hours. So I also got the letter too at the same time, and the letter explains all that too. So today I called, and they gave the phone number. She said what the phone number. She gave us the phone number, and I guess apparently it's supposed to take it back to that girl that had called yesterday. Well, I called, and it basically acted like they were closed. And I'm like, I'm sitting here scratching my head, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because you say to call, and it says on the letter too, to call within 21 days. Because if you don't, then they're just going to cancel your thing. So that's a lot of fun. So, but when I call that number, because apparently I didn't fill it out right, which I think is a crock of shit. So, like I said, I called her, and of course you go through the robot bullshit again, and it says push 1 to talk to this type of person, and press 2 if you want to talk to this kind of person, whatever. That kind of bullshit, right? All that crap that we hate so much. So I press 1 to talk to that girl, and it just basically says that they're closed. But their business hours are, because they're from what it sounds like, they're from here in Minnesota, so they should be on Central Time. Okay, well, their business hours are kind of fucky. It's 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, well, first of all, you stupid bitch, you should have called earlier in the day instead of 10 minutes before 6 o'clock at night. Last night. What company does that? I mean, I don't know, maybe they think that, during the day we'd be gone or something. I don't fucking know. But don't give me a fucking phone number that does not work. And I called around 1:45. You know, yeah, it was about 1:45 when I called, and it just acts like the number's not real. And I don't know how many freaking times I did it. You know, so I'm like, this is more of a pain in the ass than it is just to go to my bank and try to take out a loan from my damn bank. At least the bank calls me back within probably a day or two. It takes these motherfuckers like damn near a week, it seems like, you know. And then you send me a letter saying that I didn't fill it out right, and then you call yet too. What did I miss? That's what I want to know. And you know what? I went and redid it again. Like I was pretending that I was going to fill it out again, you know, and resend, you know, that form again. So I was like, I'm going to pretend to fill it out and send it. So I fill it out and all that shit. Well, you know what? It asked the very same questions that it did the first time. So I'm sitting here thinking, well, I didn't miss anything because I filled it all out. I remember filling it all out. I remember clicking this and that and this and that, you know, and it's like, what the hell? Like, if you're going to give me bad news, you might as well just say it in the goddamn letter or something, you know, not fucking just leave me hanging. Like, it's freaking ridiculous. I tried calling the damn number and the number, they're closed. Well, now they're really closed because it's after 6 o'clock. I don't know what the hell this phone number's problem is. You know, but I don't know. I don't know if it would be easier to try under like Amazon, because I think Amazon allows you to do, you know, financing as well. But again, what their bullshit's like, I don't know. Because going under this company, it just seems like a crock of shit. So I'm not gonna keep calling 2 or 3 times a day to try to get a hold of you. Your number just keeps fucking saying that, oh, we're closed. You're not closed if you're under freaking Central Time. So I don't know. But it makes me kind of wonder where that person called from. But you think it would be here from Minnesota because the letter came from Minnesota. So I don't know. It's just something's all fucky about that, and I don't understand it. So I gotta figure something out because I'm running out of freaking time. So I was going to try to see if I could finance a thing that I need. And if I can't finance it because of they won't give me an actual freaking number and actually be there when I do call, or I'm going to have to talk to this guy and get something on the ball with him. So, because I don't really have the time to stick my thumb up my ass, you know. Like, I could go to this guy and tell him that I want to look for a loader for my tractor. It might take him a week or two to maybe even find something up in Canada. You know, I don't want to waste those 2 or 3 weeks, whatever the hell it may be, waiting for a finance company to get a hold of me. And then when they do call, they seem to call late in the day, which don't help me any because I'm gone actually late in the day. Because when 6 o'clock, well, when 5:45 comes actually, I leave my house at like 5:45. And I don't come back to, I don't know, sometimes maybe 8, or maybe even close to 9, I suppose, depending on what the hell I'm doing. But most of the time, when it's, you know, that time when I leave, That's usually just because I go and with my grandma and we let the birds out. So she lets her chickens out. She lets the ducks and geese out early in the day, so they get all day to play around. But we can't let the chickens roam free because we get hawks flying around here or whatever, and they'll just grab them and take them, just take off with them, and cost me money. Cost us money when we keep losing chickens all the freaking time. So, gotta be there. So we only let them out for a couple hours every day. During the summer, it's pretty much every day unless it's raining. We could have let them out yesterday, but my grandma decided to wanted to do something different, so I didn't get a chance to let them out, and we didn't let them out today because it was raining. Now the sun's coming out. I guess you can maybe look at the top of the trees. You can see the bright light. There, you can see it now. That's the sun out. So they just said the sun was going to come out by 7 o'clock, and it sure is. But it needs to quit raining. That one day when we had a shower, like it was a gentle shower, and a good day of that's really all we need. Maybe once a week or every other week. Not these heavy downpours, and mind you guys, just a couple days ago or a few days ago, we had our tornado watched storm coming through. Like, yeah, it's kind of goofy weather, but it sounds like we're gonna get some decent weather coming back this way. A few days. Starting tomorrow, I think it's supposed to get up into the low 60s or mid 60s or whatever it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna have to try to get some shit done and not fuck around. So, but whatever. So hopefully, I'll get some crap done. Me and my mother actually last night or the night before, we did winterize the basement. So, because that's where the cats are going to be going this winter. We usually keep some of them in the garage, but that's a little bit too cold in the garage. It might be a little bit better now since we have a new door, but I really can't have cats in the garage when I'm plowing snow because they get in the way. So they can just stay in the house or something when I'm doing stuff like that. But yeah. So I got a comment here. It's disappearing. No one come back. Stupid. You just did some winter work to the skid loader. Yeah, I haven't even started winterizing anything here yet, which is not a good thing. It's never a good thing, but then again, it's raining out. So, what are you going to do? What's going on, Alan? So, I want to get the 1586 over here, and I want to wash it, because I got bird shit on it. So, I want to wash it off before winter comes. And then after that, I want to get the four-wheeler washed. I'm going to do the John Deere last because it's kind of dusty work chopping leaves. So the John Deere will be the last thing I got to do. So, and then I got my gate that I got to remove. And then I got to get my fence out, and then I got to clean out the burn barrel, and I got to clean out the other burn tank at the farm. Like, I got a lot of work yet to do, but it's taking me forever. And then my John Deere cart's damaged on top of that, but I'm still going to have to run it the way it is. Not much I can do about it. So, alright, cool. I'll be looking forward to that video. So, I definitely wouldn't mind adding a 1086 to my list, but I plan on it, but it's just not anytime soon. So, so yeah. I don't know when the young guy will be showing up to grab his bales. He should be coming sometime this... Well, probably won't be to October, probably. I don't know. Well, doesn't matter. It ain't gonna go anywhere. we already took our share, so I mean, I ain't gonna worry about his. So yeah, and I also gotta grease the four-wheeler too. I forgot that. I haven't even greased it yet this year. Usually I grease it in spring, or well, I used to do it in spring, but then I decided I'd start doing it when I changed the oil, which is in July, and never did it. So I need to grease it before winter. I hate greasing the four-wheeler. I hate it. But I see someone around here though, not too far away. They're selling a 2010 Sportsman 550. And you know what? For being a 2010, they took very damn good care of it. It's only got like 500 miles. That's a very, very clean four-wheeler. So I always wanted to add a 550 to my list for, light work, like spraying, or if I wanted to pull type more or something behind it. That's probably what I'd use it for. So, but yeah. But yeah, so AJ there, I went on that, if you're here still, I checked out that website last night, the one about the tractors that I could find salvage parts from or whatever. Okay, I went and checked it out last night, and I was on it for probably about a good hour, just snooping around, freaking around. I don't know if they ship. I don't know that. Apparently you can, or they can. I don't know. I suppose depending on the size of the item, but I did see something there that did grab my attention. There was a 1586 sitting there. Like, I don't know why they even is sitting at a salvage yard. It looks like you could just fix it up a little bit and it'd be a good running tractor. So why it's there, I don't know. But the one thing that did grab my attention, that it does have front weights. So it's got a full set of front weights on the front, and then it's got the weight bracket too. And they look like they're in fairly good shape. So if they're there by spring, not saying they will be, but if they are, I might shoot them an email, or I'll even just call them or whatever and see if I can get a price on those weights. I don't know what they would want for those weights, but because I don't have any weights for mine, so I don't think they'd want too much for them. But then I'm really a bit worried about if they are willing to ship them up here. The weight, the price for waiting for the weight or whatever, it's gonna probably cost quite a bit. So so yeah, $100. Well, it's not bad, and I think. Well, how many weights do the tractors hold? Don't they hold like 12, something like that on the front? I don't really know. So yeah, I need to find a dealer around here or something, but I don't really know of any salvage dealers around here. The only ones that I found are not worth the trip. So yeah, I want a full set. I just don't want like 8 or 4 or something. I want a full set. So but yeah, I think you can hold about 12, I think. I never counted the weights on I mean, I could have counted them when I was looking at the picture, but I didn't bother. I know it was a full set though. So, but the weights looked fine and the bracket looked fine. I mean, yeah, the paint's a little shoddy, but I suppose, send them to Case IH and have them repainted, or I could just repaint them myself. But I think they'd be all right just the way they are. So, but the one thing I don't understand, on the website, I can't add anything to my watch list. I actually made an account there too. So why, I don't know. I just did. I suppose it's just more convenient that way. But I made an account there, and I was gonna add that tractor to my watch list, and it says maximum whatever for the list is 0. It's like I got nothing in it. I can't add nothing to it. So it's like they must have it locked or something. I can't add anything to my watch list. I don't get it, but unless the website's a little bit glitchy, I don't really know what the hell's wrong with it. So but yeah. So, but I did kind of look around too. I looked at all their tractors, and I haven't seen any yet with the tilt steering kit in them. So I don't think they have them. I'll have to send them an email or something later on, and I guess see if they can keep an eye on one, try to find one or something. So so yeah, most tractors, yeah. Yeah, they have a thing on their website that says apparently they date them, I guess, to when they're going to start stripping them. But for right now, they have them listed on there. I guess it's like a full unit, but they don't have it priced. But I don't know why they would want to park that 11586 out for. I think it's fine. Of course, they don't put a description, saying what's wrong with it. So to me, it looked like it was just missing some doors. It was missing the doors, I think, and well, besides the exhaust pipe being a little bit bent, I mean, hell, you could replace that. So I don't know why they're parting it out unless it's got a lot of hours on it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what your reason would be to get rid of it, but it's shit. I'd probably buy it and fix it up if I had the money. I don't need another 1586, but well, I think they took the 3-point hitch off that one though. Yeah, I think they did. And of course, I've seen some completely burned out. How you can burn them, I don't know. Must be a electrical issue. So, and then I seen one that must have been rolled, or it wasn't. They rolled it. So, but yeah, buying a second one for parts would be a good idea. I mean, it never hurts to have a spare tractor around. So, but I don't know why you'd want to buy, like another one for parts if it's in good shape. Like I think I'd want to find something that maybe is just junked, like that's, been in an accident, like it's been rolled or the engine grenaded or whatever, or the transmission blew up, whatever. Or if maybe the damn thing just split right in half, I don't know, but to me that tractor looked like it was fine. So, yeah, I actually wouldn't mind. That's something I've always wanted to do, is to find an IH tractor and just like restore it. Like not 100%, make it look like $1 million, but just enough so it's usable, and it's not beat to crap. Give it a fresh paint job, new tires, make sure nothing's wore out. I think that'd be fun. But then again, I like to have an actual shop to work in too. I ain't doing it outdoors, so. But maybe one day that'll be a fun project. Rebuild one. But yeah, I guess in order to, I don't know if you heard or not, but my little cultivator fell apart. That little 8-footer or whatever. That one fell apart. So now I got that. I'm gonna have to use that big John Deere one. And that thing's a little bit screwed up too, so that's gonna need some work. So, but probably most likely pulling that one behind the 1586, and I'll just rip my gardens up with that. So that's gonna be an interesting thing next year. See if that 1586 will fit in my gardens. I want a smaller tractor, but no time right now. So the old timer says he uses his tractor, his 986, to work up his gardens, and I think they're about the same size as mine. So now it could be slightly bigger, but he has no problem doing it with his. But again, he doesn't have crap all around his like I do mine. You know, on the north garden, I got the trees, and I got a fence, and then I got the dike, and then I got the ditch. Like, I got crap in the way. The south one's a little bit better. There, I just got trees, and then a couple of buildings, and then the rest of the yard's kind of open. So it's going to be interesting to see how a 160 horsepower tractor does in the garden. That's going to be overkill, but I guess it will do. It will do, I guess. So, but yeah, I got to see how I can get something down here for during the winter. Cause don't know if I'll be getting a loader or not, and I think that credit company is being retarded, not letting me freaking claim that I didn't fill it out correctly, so or I missed a couple of things or whatever, which I think is crap. But whatever. And they only gave me 21 days to less than that now, but they gave me 21 days to call them back. And I already called them once or twice actually in the same day, but no one would freaking pick up. They act like they were closed. So I'm a little bit frustrated at that. That kind of ticks me off. I think if you want to finance anything, you're just better off going to your bank. Because I've done that in the past, and it was pretty simple. You just go to your bank and be like, hey, I want a paper to fill out, and you fill it out, and they check your credit. See if you can get approved or not. And then you tell them what you want, too, of course. Or what you're buying, what you plan on doing with the money. So, yeah. That was one thing that I forgot to check on that website there, too. Was to see if they sold loaders. I suppose if they do, they're probably junk, but I can't remember if they did or not. I wasn't looking for loaders at the time. I was looking for tractors, but I'm going to have to look again, I guess. I got plenty of time to figure around, but if not, then talk to this guy. And if I can't finance that thing that I want to finance, then screw them. I'll go get me a loader then for my tractor. Because at least this guy would probably let me charge, you know. It's going to be an expensive bill, but hey, if I can use it to get some jobs done around here, that's okay with me then. So, I don't know. Everything's just kind of, things can piss you off, you know. It's like, what do you do? There goes a train. So, yeah. What fun. So, I guess I'll be, I'm trying to get away from that. This thing right here. If you can see it. Can you see it? I think you can see it now. Yeah. This thing. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Okay? That goes for you, AJ. If you live in a snow belt, don't do that. If you're doing that, get rid of it now. Because that's bullshit. Don't do it. I've been doing that since 2009. You know what? The first 2 years were fine because we haven't really had a lot of snow. But we're getting so much freaking snow, it seems like now. I'm overwhelmed with it. So, it's crap. I don't know how many times I've broken my winch in 1 year. It wears out your four-wheeler. Parts break. I think my plow needs a new cutting edge, but I'm not going to bother with it. So, the only good thing I can say about this plow, obviously besides it being made by Polaris, is that's a tough plow. That's yeah, it's tough. That's all 100% steel. That's not, plastic and and aluminum. That's all fucking pure steel right there. So yeah, that's the kind of plow you want. If you're gonna get a plow, make sure it's all freaking steel. Don't get none of those plastic ones. But yeah, when you start plowing snow with a four-wheeler, and you have to ram the crap too on top of that, like I've had to do, you can kiss your four-wheeler goodbye in about 10 years. So that's why I would like to find something to replace that with, either a loader for the tractor or a snowblower of some kind. So, what the hell's that damn noise? Must be a train. That must be the train. Sounds like it. So, what the hell that train's doing? Awful freaking loud. So yeah, as you can see, it's getting dark earlier every freaking day. We gotta be close to 7:30, probably, maybe 8 o'clock. I don't really know. I don't have a clock in here. I got one on my phone, but I can't see it. So, but yeah, it gets darker earlier all the freaking time now. Isn't that just great? That means bullshit winter's coming. Winter's going to be a fun year, I bet. I can only imagine how much snow we're going to get this year. It'll probably be a repeat of last year. 10 feet of snow right out of the gate. Then I got to get my uncle down with his blower to blow my driveway out because I can't push it with the damn four-wheeler. Because it's just too much. If the stuff was soft, it'd probably be alright, but a lot of times we get wet snow and you just can't move it. So, and another thing, yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, it had to have been yesterday. I see it's gone now, but there was, oh, they ate it. Somebody brought a tomato right here. Someone brought over a fresh red tomato. I take it must have been a deer, because there's been quite a bit of deer walking around here lately. And I don't know what they must have got it off of someone's garden, obviously, but it's gone now. It was probably ate it, most likely. Damn deers are even thieves. Huh. Unless there's some kind of a wild animal moving into my tree here and maybe took it inside the tree there. I don't know. Yeah, that tree's rotten as shit. Yeah, I don't know whatever happened to that tomato. It's gone. But I didn't keep it because it obviously had deer germs or something over it, and I didn't want to eat it, so screw that idea. Yay. So, yeah, there's not much going on here. Just trying to get shit done for the winter. But with this rain moving in all the time, it's hard to do anything. I wish this rain would frick off. Oh, there's some cats. So I gotta check. I haven't looked at my poles. My go fuck yourselves poles. Tape's coming off. That's great. I'm thinking I'm gonna probably put some cones on here. Some cheap cones. I think I can get them. You know those little safety cones you can get for like when you play soccer. You know, they're small. They're not like the big ones you see on the roads. They're much. Oh, that's stupid. I lost freaking connection over there and it wouldn't reconnect. I had to manually walk away. I had to walk away and reconnect it again. So that's great. I don't plan on being here too much longer anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a couple of those cones and stick them up there for extra security. Even though no one's been going down this road lately, but yeah. I think maybe if the signs are starting to, they're listening to the signs a little bit. So, I think saying that it's 40 out. Yeah, that's stupid. I don't think that thing's ever accurate, to be honest with you. It's never accurate. So, yeah, I got a couple things coming. I actually got a lot of things coming this month. But the damn things I ordered from Amazon, which were that fan, and then I ordered some zip ties because I'm getting low on them. I think that was it done. No, that was that case. I bought that phone case there too. I ordered that stuff quite a while ago, and that's not going to get here until October 2nd, probably. That's the one thing I didn't like about Amazon, is that they take forever. But whatever. So, I guess I'll be doing videos on those things. So if you guys are into computer stuff and whatever, I'll be having a computer video coming up. I'll probably be making a video too on swapping out that old fan for the new one. So that'll probably be going on too. So, I think you can see my security lights working. I need to clean my little solar thing here too. I think that's, ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's dirty. That is dirty. It's dirty, alright. Well, still seems to be charging it though. Which is funny. So, yeah, AJ, let me know if you're interested in this. Right there, that piece of shit. Right there. I can't see it because, there it comes. Yeah, if you want a used tiller, all it needs is a transmission. You can have it. I don't even know if I even want to fix it. In a way I want to, because I want to sell it and get rid of it, but I don't know if I feel like doing all the work again. Because tiller's too damn weak for what we use it for. So if you're interested in the piece of shit, there you go. That's the one you can have. So, all still in pieces. I think I took it apart last year. And I just never ordered the transmission for it. Because it was, they wanted $250 for it. Online. So, that's just stupid. I shouldn't have to put that kind of money into something that was supposed to be brand new. But since it's not brand new now, it's still not worth it. So, So, yeah, I don't have any other stuff from Husky. It's all that's it. That's all I have, and that thing's a piece of shit. Like the engine's good, but I mean the transmission's a joke. I can see if I did replace it, I could see that one going within probably a few years, like this one did. And this transmission went out because the bearings went out. Well, you can't replace the bearings. They're not. They're not. You can't press them out or anything. And another poor design was that they put the chain in there and grease, to keep the chain greased. But what happens to grease after a few years? It dries out, and I can't add to it. There's no freaking grease nipple there to add to it, so I don't know how you would ever expect to put new grease in there. So I don't know. Yeah, I've been thinking about going over to Honda, either Honda or Troy-Bilt. I think either one of them I'm going with next. Either that or I'm gonna get a pull type from DR, and they're very expensive. I mean, they're almost $3,000. If you want the high end kind. So I don't know. I think I'd rather get. To be honest with you, I would either rather have a pull type from DR, or I want a 3-point John Deere one than for my John Deere. So you know, but I don't have a PTO on mine. I don't have the 3-point either. So doing that would cost money as well. But that's why I think I'd rather just get a pull type. It'd be more than good enough. So I haven't really heard anything bad about Troy-Bilt, Honda, or even DR. So, but yeah. Yeah, I like Steel as well. Steel doesn't really make tillers well. That's the problem. I mean, they do, but they're just those little tiny some bitches. Which is fine if you're going in between rows, but which is what I'm mainly kind of somewhat doing with this. But when it comes time to prep the seed area, I deep till the shit out of it. So I don't know. Maybe that's what threw this transmission off. I don't know. Well, the bearings are ball bearings, and you can't replace them. Poor design. It's just poor. I like the engine, but I don't like their transmission. So I'm either going to fix it. I would like to fix it and get rid of it. But if people around here have been watching my videos and they see that, they're not going to want it. I guess they'll see the mess that it's been through. But at least I would do one thing better, and I would service it. Put fresh oil in it, new air filter, and clean it up, make it look good. So the engine on this tiller is still perfect. That's just it's a Briggs and Stratton on this thing, and I think that's what DR uses on theirs too, on their pull types, is Briggs and Stratton. Everything on it's fine. Like, it's all perfect besides the transmission. The transmission's totaled. That I'm sitting over here. That's sitting behind this crap here. I actually cut that transmission open. I cut it in half, and that's what I found out what was inside. So yeah, I could keep the engine, but what am I going to use the engine for? Because the engine's perfect. It's fucking perfect. So I don't know what I'd ever use the engine for. I don't know if trying to think. Buy a power washer pump. I don't even know where you can find anything that would match to this engine, because the shaft comes out the side. It's not. You can see where the belts are, It doesn't come out the back like anything else. Not like, I suppose, like the snowblowers would. So that's basically like a side drive kind of thing. No, I probably could belt drive it, yeah, but he would have to probably angle everything, and he'd have to use freaking pulleys, and you'd really have to really have to come up to something. So yeah, I know Northern Tool's got pumps. They got everything. Yeah, I don't know. I wish. Trying to think here. Fuck the speed. Just let her, whatever speed the engine goes at when it's wide open, that's what everything else is going at. I don't know. They got this speed. The tines are obviously a little bit slower than the motor because the motor's. I think in real life the motor would be turning a lot faster than that. I don't know if I could mount the engine sideways. I could almost. I almost probably could rebuild a snowblower, but then again, that's only six. That's only what 6.5 horsepower that engine. So I don't think it would be a very good snowblower. It'd be too small. So I don't know. Well, we could always find a use for it someday, but I honestly just wouldn't mind fixing it and getting my money back, or at least some of my money. But who wants to buy it in this kind of condition? Unless someone was looking for a good project, rebuild project, that this would be it. That's all it needs is just a new transmission, an expensive transmission. Yeah. Well, I think the engine probably leaks a little bit of oil too. I don't know because it gets kind of grummy there in the back. But that could just be just dirt sticking to it. I don't know. Whatever. It's not pouring out oil, so I'm not worried about it. But and that's a overhead valve engine. So a small generator head. Now you're gotten me thinking. That's kind of something I need. I kind of wouldn't mind a small, even if it's a small generator. I'd be good with that. The question is though, would Northern Tool have something like that? But then again, you'd have to come up with some kind of a drive shaft unit to go from the shaft off the engine to the shaft of the generator motor. Which I suppose if they made some kind of if you could just find some U joints and and stick it on there or something. I don't know. I don't know what kind of size shaft that fucker has. No, you can't even see it. It's got all that shit on it. You'd have to strip all that off. Yeah. So. Yeah, they make different. Yeah. The question is, what would fit to that? Because I don't want to buy thousands of different kinds of shafts to fit from one size to another. Because I'm not much into mechanical work, so to me that's the way I'd have to go. I just have to buy a bunch of different sizes and just see what will fit. So mounting the engine and the generator would not be too hard because I do have a trailer, but I don't want to use this trailer, but I could always find a small one somewhere. So. Key coupler. Now, yeah, that's most likely got a key coupler in it. That's what I'm thinking too. You'd have to strip that off and find out. Fucking belts those belts on here. They're supposed to be brand new. Well, I had them replaced because when I first had the tiller, because I took the tiller back within probably like a day because the one of the reverse cable fried. I guess it touched the muffler and I didn't see it. So I took it back to have it replaced, and I had my uncle here, and we looked at it, and he's like, "Yeah, you need to replace the cable." And I said, "Okay, well, you know what? I want to look at the belts," and the belts looked cheesy as shit. I mean, it was unreal. So I told him to replace the belts too, and it was supposed to be under warranty, so I had him do it under warranty. So, and honestly, I don't know if they did or not. I honestly don't know. So, I got something here. What is that? Come on, give me comments. Freaking phone. What's going on, Cab7? Thanks for the donation, bud. So. Yeah, no problem there, Cab7. So. Now. Look at Harbor Freight. Yeah, they might. Yeah, no problem there, Cab7. So, yeah, I'd have to look on Harbor Freight there and see what they would have. And yes, I know I need to shave, but I'm thinking about keeping it for the winter because I don't want to freeze my face off. But yeah, so that would be a fun video right there. Would be to strip that some bitch off and see what the hell's down there or what's in there. Because now, well, something I could do, and this may work if I'm stupid enough to find out. If you can see, I do have two pulleys. And that's for obviously for this belt crap. But I think they're both the same size. But if I could find something that was the same size shaft as that, and I don't know if that takes a key in it or not. I don't probably does. And maybe if I hooked one up to the motor directly, which I think I can do. Well, actually, the pulleys were supposed to be hooked to the transmission. But if I hook one to the motor, to this thing, and then hook one to, say, the generator half of it, I wonder if that would work. Now, mind you, you're going to be putting all 6 horsepower right just directly to the generator. So the generator has to be rated for at least a 6 horsepower engine or higher. I don't know what the RPMs are of that motor. It'd be in the book, I'm sure of it, but that would be. But then again, you're spending a lot of money, and all that money that you spend into it could just go into one that's actually designed that's already a generator. But yeah, I don't see myself ever rebuilding this fucking piece of shit anyway. So 4,000 watts. Well, that would probably be enough. I mean, I'd be able to run my Waller off it, I think. Because my Waller, I think, requires 1,500 watts, I think. Maybe 15 or 1,800, I think they need. Well, mine anyway, because mine's 120 volts, so. Yeah, so if you could find if I could find out what size shaft that is, then I could probably go what was I going to say now? Try to find I don't know. I forgot what the hell I was going to say now. Yeah, there goes my brain cells dying off again. Well, I don't have a furnace, but I do have a sub pump, and I've always wanted like a backup power source for that. And I think that was I think that was like 1200 watts, or yeah, 1200 watts, something like that. So I mean, if even if I could only run one thing off it at a time, I'd be okay with it. I would just run, I guess, whatever would be the most important at the time. So I probably would be able to run a pump, and probably could charge a cell phone off it too if I really wanted to. Because cell phones, to charge these things, it doesn't takes like fuck all. So I could charge it off my four wheeler too if I had to, but I don't have a 12-volt thingy. So yeah, it'd be interesting to find out what size shaft that is, and then just go over to Northern Tool or Harbor Freight and you know figure out what kind of size shaft. Because if they had the same size shafts as what this engine would be, maybe I'd be able to rig those two pulleys up, and I'd be good, for pulley wise. But I'm trying to think of what held those pulleys into place. I don't know if it was just. Well, let's find out here. Let's see here. Shut up, phone. Behave. Well, it's not. No, this is what it is. Let me see if I can flip this camera around. Okay. It's not a key shaft. It's just it's got a little straight edge here. If you can see that. See, it's straight here, and then the rest of it's round. So you would need a shaft that was that same thing. So that's the size of the pulleys. I don't see a part number on here. Yeah, that's probably what it is, like a half moon. I hear a car, boys. Alright, what's gonna go on? I hear a car. It's tonight the night that I die. Oh god. I hear another car coming. Ah, shit. Slow it down. I don't know who the hell it was. I think one car went to the school too. But yeah, I think they're both the same size. Some bitch. Yeah, they're both. See, it's got this big thing on the back too. See that little lip there that I'm hanging on to. Ooh, it looks like it's been doing some. Looks like she's been doing some rubbing here. But yeah, if I could find I guess a generator that ran that size and style of shaft, I could just use these pulleys. And like this, I don't know what the motor takes. I'd have to find out. Let's see what kind of size the motor is. Just stick that on there, and then just. I mean, obviously you can find no size of belts, and then just put this on the generator. But then again, you have to make sure that it's turning both the same direction. And I think the tiller turns this way, kinda. So not too sure what. If the shaft turns that way, the generator would have to be, I guess, on this side. I think because I don't know which way the shafts turn though. But yeah, I probably could just weld them on there. Because welding them on the straight's not going to happen. I'm going to have to really be careful with that one. What's going on, Blake? What do I want my next farm purchase to be? Well, a loader would be nice. That's on my list right now. Just to get a front end loader for it. And then after that, it'd be a snowblower, a 3-point snowblower for the back of it. That's for now. That's it for now. I mean, I got tons of other stuff I'll get later on. So, but yeah, that's the pulleys. And then the belts, which I'm never gonna get off because they're stuck on there. But that's the size of belt I'd need. I probably could even reuse these if they were. What's going on here? If I put it all close enough, I probably could almost reuse these bastards. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Yeah, I'll have to find out what kind of shaft that thing's got. Because that would be interesting to figure out. So. A Jenny? What is that, a generator you mean? 3,500 RPMs. I don't know what this tiller does. I don't know. I don't know if those belts would be strong enough. They're long enough because I think if I could build... I mean, I could just put the generator literally right in front of the motor. I probably could just put it on the trailer. You know, I got this trailer for now. So. Yeah. That's something you'd have to play with. I think the smaller you go, I think the faster it would spin. So if I got a smaller size of this, I do have a tape measure here. Let's see, I'm just going to give you a rough number. Looks like it'd be an 8. So that'd be like an 8-inch pulley. So if you want maybe down to a 7, I mean it's only an inch, but if they make that, that would probably increase your speeds. But would you have to do both, or would you have to just do one? Because if I have to do, well, I mean, I guess, yeah, see, again, that's where the math kicks in, because the motor, because if you got a big shaft on the motor and a small one on the, say, on the generator, I don't know if that would change the speed of the smaller generator or the smaller pulley. But I think if they were to both be the same size, then you might overspeed the generator. I mean, I guess the best thing you could do would be just to build, you know, just go with one size smaller with one, and then hook a multimeter up to the generator, and then that'll tell you if you're going too fast or too slow still. And then if you're going too slow, then I guess you just keep downing the yeah, it would speed it up or slow it down. So yeah, if I did both, it would probably be spinning pretty good. It might even overspin. What are you doing, kitty? So I don't know. The cat's gonna get in the shit. But yeah, that would be interesting. I suppose, no, what am I thinking? See, like on this guy here, I know this is kind of the opposite setup. On this motor, look how tiny the pulley is compared to the pulley that's on the compressor. They use two different sizes, so I think that's what I'd... Really? I think that's what I would have to do for that. Really? Really? Yeah, you always got to do that. But yeah. I wonder what size pulley that is. I bet you that's probably like an 8-inch too, I bet. Looks like it'd be either 8 or a 9. So, hey. Don't do that. Look at that. Look at that, boys. It's already blackout. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. Un-effing believable. Crazy. But yeah, that would be, yeah. No, there might be a pulley here that I could maybe salvage. Well, that sucker's small, though. Yeah, that sucker's way too small. Yeah, see right there? That's just bolted on there. I suppose you would have to have one... I think you would have to get the generator here first. And then see what you can go from there. But... yeah. Well, the shaft is down in here anyway, but you can't see it because the pulley's on there still. But that's where the shaft exits the engine. Feels like it's flat. So yeah. And I suppose the pulley or the generator, I suppose the generator would have a round shaft. I don't think they'd ever make any with this half moon design. Oh, even if they did, it wouldn't matter because this pulley would be too big for it. Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to really... because, well, it would be nice if I could find a generator that had this. Because then... I think what held that on was just a nut. I don't remember what bolt went where now, but there's a pile of bolts down in there. One of them went... Whoa. Or no. No, the pulleys went on a shaft that was on the on the transmission. Yeah, so I don't know. It would be fun to figure that one out, but because I don't think I'm ever going to use this thing as a tiller anymore. But the motor's barely hanging on there. The motor's actually only held on with one bolt, but that bolt is stuck. I never could get it loose, and so I was never able to take it off completely all the way. And I think there's a cat out here. Yeah. There's a cat coming. That's probably one of the cats I was looking for earlier. He's got kind of a big mouth too. What do you want, cat? Oh, great. Another one that's going to come here and snoop. Are you going to come in here and tear everything up too, just like the other one did? Here, go back to the house. Go to the house for a little bit. Go. Go. But, yeah. Wish I knew what kind of shaft was on that. Shut up, cat. This is why I don't like when cats are in here, because they have to overpower everything I'm saying to other people's. Go to the house. Go to the house. Or sit on that stump, I guess. So 2 of 4 inch. Well, 4 inches. 4 inches would only be about half that. That's how small they'd be. There's 4 inches right there. But the thing that I'd have to figure out, that needs to get figured out, is 1, what kind of shaft is on the motor, and 2, I need to get the generator here, because I need to know what kind of shaft is on there. I mean, I think when you go on Northern Tool or Harbor Freight or whatever, they say what kind of shaft's on there. I'd rather see if I could find them, or they're both the same, because it'd just be easier for me, but you gotta, I guess, just make do with whatever you got. And remember too that this thing can you know, it's got a lot of power, you know, it's got a lot of throttle there, so wide open should probably be doing quite a bit. So go with an 8-inch. Okay, well, an 8-inch would be, I think, yeah, that. So if I could just use, if that shaft would have this kind of size of shaft on it, I'd be good, because then I'd already have one pulley. Then I could just go get one smaller one somewhere else. So what's going on, Gary? So then go with a 3-inch on the generator side. Okay, so then the 3-inch is only, well, the 3's gone on this, but 3 is right there. So yeah, that'd be a pretty small little guy. Well, see, the problem there is I don't know what the RPMs of this engine is, and it doesn't have, I don't have an RPM digital tach on this, and I don't know if I could add one. But it would be nice to where the tiller could almost be not at full throttle, like maybe at half throttle, and it would give me, you know, almost 3,600 RPMs or whatever of spin once you get down to the generator. Because if you got to run this thing wide open, you know, you're burning a lot more fuel, and then just more wear and tear and crap. But I don't know. I'd have to find out what in the book what it does. So would have to shoot it with a digital gun to figure out your speeds. I don't even have one. But yeah, the book should tell me what the max speed is. But let's see here. I don't know if I can remember what kind of model engine this was. I think it was a 900 something. I think that's a 900 series. Let's see, what's that say to you? Looks like 900. So it's a 900 series engine. So I don't know what the speed of those would be. So what is what? This guy was asking was, wait, what, these things? These are pulleys. Right here. And then that's just the remains. That's just the remaining of a tiller. 205 cc's. I don't know. I think the book said it was 6.5 horsepower. So this tiller's got more power than our old one did. Our old one was the same size, but it had a 3.5 Briggs & Stratton. But that motor needed work. Excuse me. So did I put those new bolt cutters to work yet? No, because we haven't done the antenna project yet. I may not do it till spring. I'm not too sure yet. Because I've been buying other stuff to get done too, so. But at least they're here if I need them for anything. So. But yeah. Alright, take care there, Gary. So yeah, I'm not too sure here what the true RPMs of that motor would be. Can't be a heck of a lot. Now 6.5 horses. That's a 900 series. I'd have to go look, and I'd have to go look in the book, but I suppose it would not say here. No, that's just the damn model number of this piece of shit. Yeah, that's just a piece of shit. Hey, Spider made a nest down here already. Well, they don't have a... Yeah, there's not a thing on here to say what... And I don't think... Does it say anything important there? You guys probably can't read that, because I can't read it, but... Anything important there? There's something down there too, but... Can't read that either. That's probably nothing important. Oh, I got the book on the motor anyway, so I can go look it up. But yeah, I'll have to maybe, when I'm done fucking around here, or when I'm done doing other stuff, I'll have to take that shaft off and look. Did I do any custom grass cutting? Nope, I haven't had to, because there's plenty of people around here that already do it, and plus there's already a company, like a lawn care company here. I probably would have had no problem. Turn this light on. Probably would have had no problem doing the neighbor's yard. But they're gone, so someone else owns it. So, well, I might go find that book there, AJ, here in a little while, and see what the RPMs of that motor were. Can't be a lot. I mean, it can't be over 3,600 RPMs. You wouldn't think, anyway. But anyway, I think in the book it would also tell me what size shaft that would be. Maybe, if I'm lucky. So, but I would definitely laugh if it had the same exact thing in that as what's in here. But see, this was supposed to go on the transmission, so the chances of it fitting that are unlikely. Now, if I could find a shaft, like, you know, like maybe a 4-inch piece or whatever, that would convert from that, so whatever that is, to this, that would work too. You know, I mean, yeah, you'd probably be adding on however many inches. It'd be a couple inches further away from the motor. But I don't think that matters, does it? You know, so if it's sticking out a few more inches, let it stick out. But I don't know if they make any conversion kits like that. I mean, the only way you could do it is you would have to make it yourself. And that's just a pain in the ass. So, I don't know. But yeah, I'd probably just, take the motor off and scrap the fuck. I'd sell the rest for parts. Fuck it, because the axle, the wheels are good. The tines are pretty good yet. The handlebars seems pretty good yet. So I mean, I could sell those for parts. If anyone's got a tiller like this, they can just shoot me an email, and I could try to find them the part. So the only part you're not going to get is the motor and the tranny, because the tranny's right there in pieces, and the motor's staying with me. But yeah, lots of good little parts down in there, but yeah, this tiller's been torn apart since last year. I tore it apart last year because I was pissed off at it. And you know what? And that was a pain in the ass. So yeah, I wonder what size shaft that would be, or what size hole that would be. I don't think the tape measure would tell me, but probably not. Well, however you would measure that, could be, it's less than an inch, that's for damn sure. I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. That'll be another fun project. It's definitely bigger than that bolt. Is this bolt bigger? No, I don't think so. No, it's actually kind of seems smaller. I don't know. That would be very interesting. That's something we're going to have to try to play around with in spring. So maybe just finish pulling it off. That fucking bolt, I don't know how I'm going to get that bolt off. Because there's a bolt that's stripped and I can't get it out. So I may have to cut it with a grinder, or I'm going to have to get pretty violent with it. Because that's the only thing that's holding on that motor to that part of the tiller. It's just that one bolt. The motor can literally spin. And I haven't even started that tiller at all this year. I was going to start it and put some fuel stabilizer in it because it's still got fuel in it. So I probably should start it and let it run for a little while, but I'll probably put some fuel stabilizer in it and let it run for a little while. So yeah, that would be interesting. But yeah, those are the little pulleys right there anyway. So I'll just put one of those on the motor and then put something smaller on there. But yeah, I'm going to have to go on Northern Tool and see if I can find some generators or something. I don't know if they sell anything small enough or big enough. I mean, I suppose they would. I don't know. I haven't really looked into generators. Besides the ones that were already generators. But that would be fun to do. And then at least then I'd have a generator that I can run, for a few hours and have some power. And there's a moth in here. Oh God, we're all gonna get eaten alive. This is where we're all gonna die, boys. But yeah. So here's a sticker board. I haven't done anything with it since then, but that guy's sticker's curling up, so I'm going to have to bring it back in and re-glue his sticker. So So yeah, AJ, you're gonna have to make yourself some YouTube stickers and send me one. Send me a sticker. I'll stick it somewhere. And I need to get this full. Still gotta hang it up yet too. Still gotta hang it up. But yeah. So yeah. I think that's pretty much well it, boys. I'll probably, whenever I get time, I'll pull that rest of that shit off and just see what kind of shaft it's got. It can't be a solid round one though, because if it was, how would the damn thing spin everything, you know? So, because it would have to have, because the only way I can see it ever staying on is, you know, to spin other stuff, is it would either have to have, you know, the half moon thing going on, or it's going to have a bolt going through it, which I don't see that on this, or it's going to have to be where it's got splines on it. I guess it would be, you know, like the when you hook a 540 PTO shaft up to the tractor, you got the splined shaft on the tractor. It's got all those little grooves on it. Well, but I doubt it's got splines on this, so it's got to be that half moon thing as well. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think? I don't really know what else it would have. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll dig into that a little bit more. I'll do that once I think maybe I get this plow out, because I'm gonna have to take this out and fucking wash it and get it ready. Ugh. So yeah, if we had to, I could probably just mount the engine to this sumbitch and put the generator next to it, and then, you know, this would be a good trailer for it at least. And if I really wanted to, I could even put a second one on there if I really wanted to get crazy enough, but I'd have to find another engine. But you could just mount one engine here and then the generator there, and then another engine and another generator if you wanted two of them. That'd give you a lot of power then. But I think one will do. It's not like I need a whole heck of a lot of power, but just enough to run one big thing and maybe one or two small things. The thing I wonder is if the generators would have the outlets in them. I suppose they would. Because how would you plug your crap in? But yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing. Maybe we'll play around with that a little bit more. Figure out what's wrong with that bolt and why I couldn't get it off, and then I'll strip the rest of this shit off. And then I will, yeah. Yeah, they should have outlets. Yeah, they should. I'm not 100% sure. I never really looked into those kind of things, so I'm not too sure on that. But I know this Taylor's due for an oil change too. I haven't changed it. I was going to change it that year that it quit, but then it obviously puked its guts, and then I never changed it since. So it's going to need a fresh oil, it's going to need a new air filter, and that's it, I think. Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to look into that. That sounds like a hell of a fun project. It's not like I got plenty of other damn projects on the go right now, but I got one that I want to try to get done before winter. So, but I don't think I'm going to have time to paint them, so I'm just going to have to shove them up and be done with it. But I already got the mounts. I might actually go put the mounts up here in the next couple of days. Get that done and over with, and then well, that was a dark moment there, wasn't it? Whew. But yeah, I got another project going on right now, which will probably, whenever the things will get here, those things. I was gonna paint them, but I don't think I'm gonna have time. So paint's expensive too, so I might just leave them the way they are and just shove them up and be done with it for the year. And if you're wondering what it is, I think I might have already given you a hint earlier in this video, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you can wait until I get a video of it, which hopefully will be sometime this week, maybe, because $12 for shipping and handling, and then $2 for tax. It ought to get here in a damn week, but we'll see. But yeah, but for building that generator, I guess I'll just use this trailer, so I can make it mobile. Because I had plans for this trailer, but I can always go buy another one. I mean, I think this is like a 48-inch by what the fuck ever. How hard are they to come by? I mean, you can still find them. You can get them on Harbor Freight and in Northern Tool. So I've had this trailer for a lot of years, and I actually got it off these people that used to live over here, and I actually never really used it. I've never used it. It's always just sat. It had a piece of plank of wood going across the top of it, but it rotted away, so I just ripped it off. So that's why you only see just the rough framing of it. That's all that's left. But the tires, well, they don't really hold air, but they hold it good enough. I put on a new, you can see there, I put that new end on, and then safety chains. So yeah, if I ever had to take that power out into the field, I could, which would be kind of neat too. If we ever need to run I guess some kind of a tool, and there you go. I'd have power, so could be a nice convenient thing to do. Problem is time and money, because we're getting so late into the year now too to be doing it. So I'll just have to figure out the prices of everything, and AJ, if you happen to have any time, you can maybe look around too a little bit and see if you come up with any ideas, or if you happen to find any parts or something we could use. Because I probably won't find everything, because Google's not my friend. Google, if you try to Google something, I can't find it half the damn time. So, but what are you gonna do? So, because you probably have better luck finding stuff than I would. Like I said, Google's not my friend. So, in my other project too, I got another project that I want to try to do, but if I won't get it done to spring, but there's some roll of wire right there, 2 of them. That's for another thing I want to do. I thought I was going to do it this fall, but I don't think I'm going to. This is too expensive right now. So let me do it in spring. We'll see. But, yeah. So that's something we'll have to do. Probably not going to really... I'm probably not going to live stream any of it, though, because it'd be kind of a long video. Where is the shaft for that? Where did the shaft go for that? What the frick? I'm trying to find that shaft that... Oh, is that it right there? Hang on here a minute. Let's see here. All this crap's in the way. Stuff that's gotta go to the scrap pile, but I keep forgetting to take it there. That's junk. That's... grease. Ew, that spider is nasty looking. Well, here's that shaft anyway. Look at that spider. That's a nasty looking little... right there. There's a whole bunch of them. That one's alive. But yeah, that's that half moon shaped shaft looking gizmo. And you can see, if you look close enough, you can see the ball bearings, because the bearings shot. You see, and that was a full transmission. I just cut it in half. Spider, don't fucking jump on me. I don't need you. I don't need you coming to my place. But that's that shaft, and take the tape measure to it. I don't know if you can measure it from the flat side, which probably is not the way to do it. It looks like 1/2 inch, maybe. You do it that way, but then if you do it this way, it's a little over 1/2 inch. If that's the correct way of measuring. Probably not, but I just try to make do with what I got. So yeah, that's the size of shaft I'd need. If I could find a generator that size, that'd be nice. If not, then I suppose it wouldn't matter, really. Because you can find pulleys that'll fit that, and you can just put a smaller pulley on it, I guess. That's all you could ever do. Okay, I'm going to get this out of here before the spider decides to try to kill me. Here. There, go back to your home. And then there's the other half of the tranny. With the spindle on it, you know, for the tines. So, yeah, we'll have to play around with that. Figure that one out. See if we can, if I can come up with something for a generator. That'd be kind of neat, because it's a shame to just let this motor sit there and rot, because of a $250 transmission that's not worth fixing anyway, because the tiller is useless anyway. It doesn't really do much tilling, so it just complains. So, but yeah, so anyways, I'm probably going to take off. This has been a long enough live stream. I'll probably do another one before winter, because once winter hits, I probably won't be live streaming at all. So, yeah. So we'll play around with this a little bit, maybe here in the next week or so, and once I get this thing out of here. And you see it's still got mud on it from earlier on in the year. But yeah, I'll look into that, and AG, if you happen to come up with anything, or if you find anything, just leave it in the comment section, the link or whatever, and maybe we can come up with a little bit of something. Mounting it's going to be an issue. That's going to be... I mean, I guess I can get some of that angle iron shit right there. I don't know if it would be strong enough to hold the motor. I suppose if you triple layered it, it probably would be alright. So... because that motor's kind of got some torque to it, you know. So... I probably could even reuse these belts, I bet, too. So I'll probably, if I can find the same size pulley for the generator, I probably could just reuse those belts. Even though I don't really like these belts, but you might as well get your maximum life out of them. And I got 2 of them there, so they'd be good for a couple of years. So, plus how often would I be using it, so... but what are you going to do, right? But yeah, AJ, thanks for the idea. Maybe we'll have to fuck around with that a little bit, you know? Screw the hell with the damn tiller idea, because this thing's a piece of shit. It's not big enough. I need something bigger. I need something more manly. You know? So, bigger and manlier. These things keep on crooked. So, yeah. All I can say is don't ever buy that tiller. Just don't ever buy it. Waste of money and waste of time. So, motor's good, but the rest of it's crap. Transmission is a joke. That's like I said. That's the one thing that drove me away from this. After that happened, I'm done with it because it's just. Why should I have to sink $250 into a $400 tiller that apparently was new when I bought it and only lasted 3 years? Maybe? And then it quit. I don't remember if I ever made a YouTube video on this when I first got it. I think I was on YouTube at the time, but I guess if you guys wanted to see those videos, you just have to go to my channel and punch in Husky FT900 tiller and see if you can. I guess you'll see plenty of videos of me using it, but when I knew this thing was a piece of shit is when the throttle broke, and I had to re-weld that. So that's why it has. I got that extension on there too. I put an extension on. I think that's what probably broke it, but whatever. So, yeah. So, I guess that's pretty much it there, guys. I'm probably going to take off. I've been live streaming for almost 2 hours now. I don't want to waste your guys' time too much. So, do I watch How Farms Work? Yeah, I do. I also watch Travis's channel too. So, man, it seems like when I'm about ready to quit, then everyone starts rolling in. Now I'm up to 3 viewers now. But I'm running out of things to talk about, so because I gotta kind of look into this a little bit and maybe see what I can find, and I guess just see what they sell for generators. They'd probably be a hell of a lot cheaper anyway, but so yeah. All right, same with you, Blake. Well, guys, I'm gonna probably take off. I'm gonna go do some other things and let this video to do its thingy on YouTube, and then if you guys want to watch it later, you can. So, all right, AJ, take her easy. All right, guys, I'm gonna take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.